Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 44th Annual San Francisco Good Government Awards. I'm Sujata Srivastava, Chief Policy Officer at SPUR. We really appreciate everyone being here tonight as we celebrate excellence in public service. At SPUR, we believe that local government has the power to make a deep and lasting impact on people's lives. And we know that the work of public employees often goes unrecognized, even as it shapes the health, safety, and opportunity of our communities every day. That's why this evening matters, because it gives us a chance to honor the individuals whose commitment and integrity keep the city running, often behind the scenes. At a time when trust in institutions is being tested and our communities face complex challenges, good government is more essential than ever. It's the foundation of a just, resilient, and functional society. And the people we are honoring tonight exemplify what that looks like in practice. I'm proud that we get to shine a light on their contributions and to say very clearly that their work matters. Before we jump into our program, I'd like to take a moment to introduce San Francisco's own Mayor Daniel Lurie. Please join me in welcoming Mayor Lurie to the stage.
You said good evening, by the way. It's not nighttime yet, is it, Sujata? No, still good afternoon? Okay. I am looking out on this crowd, and it's an honor to be in front of such a great group of people. There's a lot of people that make this government run inside and outside, so thank you for continuing this great tradition. SPUR is an incredible organization. It's my honor to recognize the exceptional individuals we are here to celebrate, the recipients of the 2025 Good Government Awards. And so I'm going to ask you to hold your applause because I'm going to list the names. Judy Mosqueda with your amazing airport SFO. Judy, thank you. Maria McKee with juvenile probation. Michael Hyams with Clean Power SF and SFPUC. And the Joint Public Integrity and Audit Investigations team, Maureen Robinson from the City Attorney's Office, and Amanda Sobra-Pena from the Controller's Office. Now we can applaud. So these awardees have all made a meaningful impact on our city, and I want to personally thank each and every one of you for your outstanding service. I also want to acknowledge the nominees, many of whom are here with us tonight, for their dedication and commitment, which are equally deserving of recognition. I also want to take a moment to reflect on why we're here and what these awards truly represent. When I think of good government, I think of a city hall grounded in accountability, service, and focused on delivering results for the people of San Francisco. And I've been saying this every day, every week, for about 128 days now. Our city has entered a new era, an era of change. And with that comes a renewed responsibility to hold each other and those around us accountable. We owe it to every San Franciscan to make sure their government works for them, not against them. That has been our focus and my focus since day one. Breaking down silos, fostering collaboration across departments, and staying laser focused on results. As I reflect on my first 4 months as mayor, I can say that we are making progress, and this afternoon's awardees represent the very best of that momentum. Whether it's delivering essential services, managing emergencies, or pushing innovation forward, city employees are the driving force behind all that we achieve. So let's stay focused, keep raising the bar, and please keep pushing our city forward. Thank you, and let's go San Francisco.
Thank you, Mayor Lurie, for your inspirational remarks and for being here with us this evening to celebrate the 2025 Good Government Award honorees. Our honorees come from different professions and face very different kinds of challenges, but they all share one thing in common: a commitment to serving San Francisco. On behalf of SPUR, thank you. I'm pleased to announce our first Good Government Award honoree of this evening, Maria McKee. Maria is a visionary leader driving juvenile justice reform in San Francisco. She leads system-wide strategies that prioritize centering the voices of youth and their families. Here's a bit more about Maria.
The effort to redesign San Francisco's juvenile justice services is based on years, if not decades, of advocacy by the community to ensure that young people are connected to community-based providers as soon as possible at the point of arrest. And so that process to make that vision of community and advocates a reality started with a lot of listening to community, listening to young people and their parents who had been through the system, listening to the variety of stakeholders that serve those young people and family, including clinical providers and defense attorneys and prosecutors and judges. And then after we listened for a long time, I would say the first year of being in this role was listening. We looked at the data to understand more who are the young people in San Francisco's juvenile justice system, what is bringing them to us, what their needs are. And then we looked at the research and we looked at the legal constraints, because we can dream really big, but there is a reality that we have to adhere to California state law. We wove together all of that information, listening to community, looking at the data, consuming as much research as possible, and that resulted in the Justice Services Care Coordinator model. So the Justice Services Care Coordinator model is funded by the Department of Children, Youth, and their families, and is based on a very robust partnership that is many years in the making between the Department of Children, Youth, and their families and the Juvenile Probation Department, and an array of community-based organizations. 6 community-based organizations specifically. That is the strength of the model. We are all at the table together, learning from each other, building trust, and trying to center the needs of young people and their families in a way that I think is unprecedented in San Francisco and in the state of California. The Justice Services Care Coordinator model ensures that at the point of arrest, every single young person in San Francisco is assessed by a community-based organization, the San Francisco Community Assessment and Referral Center. That organization then connects them as quickly as possible to a Justice Services Care Coordinator, who then is present for that young person and their family throughout their justice system involvement. One thing that we've done with my amazing team in the Grants Analytics and Planning Unit is try to survey and interview young people and families directly. And that's challenging in the juvenile justice system because privacy and confidentiality is paramount. What we heard from that survey was really promising, actually, that young people and their families, for the most part, felt that they could communicate well with their deputy probation officer and rely on them and felt supported by them. I think the thing that stood out most for me was that a lot of people highlighted the desire for more employment opportunities. I've worked in the justice space for almost 20 years, and the thing that stands out to me over and over again is that the reason kids come into this system primarily is poverty. And if we as a community could alleviate or eliminate child poverty, then there would be so many fewer kids involved in the justice system.
So I have worked for the City and County of San Francisco for over 20 years, and with Maria for 12 of those, in 2 different city departments. She is unparalleled in her ability to identify a problem, to develop deep expertise, solicit meaningful input, create solutions and then implement them, and assess whether they're working. Good government is her North Star, and she is relentless in her pursuit of it, and I'm so excited to see her get this recognition.
Friends and colleagues, I'm Katie Weinstein-Miller. I'm the Chief Probation Officer at the Juvenile Probation Department, and I am so excited to welcome Maria McKee to the stage.
Whew. It's like the Academy Awards of government. Thank you, Chief Miller. Chief Miller is the epitome of good governance. My best professional advice is to work for someone like Katie Miller, or even better, to work for Katie Miller. Thank you, SPUR, for this amazing honor and for recognizing public servants like me and my fellow honorees. Thank you to my beautiful family. You have shared me with my profession as a justice system reformer for many years, and you are my joy and my strength. Thank you to my colleagues at the Juvenile Probation Department. I am so lucky to work with an amazing team. And San Francisco, you should know that your juvenile probation officers and counselors are true heroes, and they inspire me every day with their commitment to our youth and families. In closing, I would like to share the words of Brian Stevenson, the founder and executive director of the Equal Justice Initiative, which I think are more important today than ever. The true measure of our commitment to justice, the character of our society, our commitment to the rule of law, fairness, and equality cannot be measured by how we treat the rich, the powerful, and the privileged and respected among us. The true measure of our character is how we treat the poor, the disfavored, the accused, the incarcerated, and the condemned. Thank you very much.
Our next honorees are a dynamic interdepartmental team, the Joint Public Integrity Audit and Investigations Team, Maureen Robinson and Amanda Sobrepena. Their work has greatly strengthened government accountability, increased transparency, and driven policy reform in San Francisco.
In January 2020, former Public Works Director Mohammed Nuru was charged with a scheme to defraud the city, essentially by providing insider information and favorable treatment in exchange for bribes. The Controller's Office and City Attorney's Office launched a joint investigation, and the City Attorney's Office focused on employee and contractor wrongdoing. What has made the collaboration work is that we respect what each team brings to the table. The Controller's Office focuses on data, financial expertise, and an understanding of city systems, while the City Attorney brings legal strategy and enforcement tools.
One of the reforms that I've been really proud of, and I think we've really seen success with, is the changes to the suspension and debarment of contractors. Prior to 2020, we were only able to debar contractors after they had been criminally convicted, but given the recommendations we made and actions taken by the Board of Supervisors, since 2020, we've been able to suspend and debar contractors who've been misusing public funds much earlier in the process, which we've been able to use to save the taxpayers money.
One moment that stands out is a joint investigation into a nonprofit organization where the Controller's Office looked at every invoice, receipt, and supporting documentation under multiple city grants, and we flagged questionable invoices for further review by the City Attorney's Office. The turning point was when we realized that this was not an example of sloppy bookkeeping, but a scheme to defraud the city. So together we identified fake invoices, double billing, and ineligible expenses of at least $100,000.
But I think that transparency is a really huge piece of information that the public deserves to have and to make its decisions based off of. It's necessary for the preservation of public funds, but it also, it provides credibility to the work that we do. And as well, the citizens then are more confident that we actually are going to take allegations of corruption seriously, and we found that that's led to more people reporting possible corruption to our offices. And then together, beyond just the work that we've done with the public integrity reviews that have been published, we're able to more quickly address allegations of corruption together and turn those investigations around much faster based off of the relationship that we have built through the establishment of this team.
A big part of building trust is just showing people that no one is above the rules, and that when something goes wrong, the city takes it seriously. By putting our findings out there publicly, it helps to show people that the system is holding itself accountable.
In recent years, our City Attorney's Office and Controller's Office have worked closely together to tackle corruption in city government, rooting out fraud and waste, and restoring trust in City Hall. The work and collaboration of our joint public integrity team has involved enormous investigations, resulted in accountability for dozens of bad actors, and led to significant improvement in government practices. This team would not have succeeded without the incredible leadership of Maureen and Amanda.
Amanda and Maureen, we're so proud of you and the tremendous work you've done over the last few years. I really cannot think of anyone more deserving of recognition. Your investigations and the subsequent reporting helped shed light on misuses of public resources and led to important policy changes. You've really shown true leadership, making sure San Francisco government operates with ethics, integrity, and accountability. We're so grateful for your work. Congratulations.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Greg Wagner. I'm the City Controller. Controller's Office. As we invite our winners up, we just wanted to tell you about, share with you a brief congratulatory comment that really highlights the impact of their work. And the comment is from the Society of Professional Journalists, the Northern California chapter, and they said, "The public integrity team has embodied how City Hall should work. Extreme openness, proactively at every opportunity, shining a necessary light on real harms to show the way to reform."
Good afternoon. I'm Kesley Stewart, Chief of Public Integrity and Investigations for the City Attorney's Office. The same journalists continue to talk about the reports that Maureen and Amanda have worked on, to say that the sheer volume of detail make them the go-to document for journalists looking to explain unfolding corruption scandals to the public. We laud the team's transparency, not only for the sake of the news, but for the public who depends on that news to ensure an honest government. On behalf of the Controller's Office and the City Attorney's Office, it is our honor to call Amanda Sobrepeña and Maureen Robinson to the stage.
Let's come over here and let's see.
Oh, sorry, my baby's right there. Thank you to SPUR for the award and for hosting and creating a space like this to celebrate public servants. I want to thank our department leadership, Greg and Cha. I saw Ben earlier, Mark, David, and Kesley for the nomination and just supporting our work for the last 5 years. I know I'm the one standing up here, but this is definitely a true team effort, and so I just want to acknowledge the work of our Controller's Office colleagues and City Attorney's Office colleagues. Some of our audits folks are no longer with the city, but some we have right here, so just thank you for being here with us today. And just want to shout out my family right in the middle. My 2-year-old is here, and maybe she'll be a Controller's Office employee in the future. And I just want to close that I feel really lucky to do this work, and I think our job is really to make sure that that government is doing what it's supposed to, and that it's doing it fairly, transparently, and in the public's best interests. And so just lucky to be part of this team and work alongside Maureen and others at the City Attorney's Office. So thank you.
Thank you so much. I am deeply honored to accept this Good Government Award on behalf of myself, but also my extraordinary colleague, Amanda Sobrepena, who has been an absolute privilege to work alongside. However, we are just 2 members of the Joint Public Integrity Audits and Investigation team, and we accept this award on behalf of our whole team because this award really symbolizes the success that committed public servants across departments can achieve when we come together to protect public interest. Our audits and investigations and policy recommendations have stemmed from difficult moments in our city's history, but they've created an opportunity for us to do better, to build stronger systems, to improve oversight, and to reinforce ethical conduct at all levels of city government, or all levels of government generally. Thank you to my boss, Kesley Stewart, for your leadership and guidance and for entrusting me with this role on this consequential team. To the City Attorney, David Chu, who's not able to be here today because he's arguing in front of the Supreme Court tomorrow, and Director of Audits, Mark De La Rosa, and the Controller, Greg Wagner, thank you for believing in us and trusting our efforts and never telling us that anyone or anything was off limits. Thank you to my colleagues in the City Attorney's Office who've helped to guide and augment my public integrity investigation work. George Cothran, Carol Stewart, Eric Wall, Richard Chang, Brendan Patrick, Hunter Sims, and Wade Chow, just to name a few. Thank you to our incredible colleagues from the City Service Auditors team who've been along this ride with us. To Serena Chen, Selena Wong, Sienna Hernandez, and Sing Wen, thank you so much. And lastly, to my family, my parents, Brian and Rosemary, my children, Alice and Malcolm, and my husband, Aaron, thank you for your love and patience and unwavering support that keeps me going every day and for being here to celebrate with me tonight. Thank you.
Our next honoree leads SFO's $11 billion capital project, advancing strategic and environmental goals while driving sustainability and earning industry-wide recognition. Judy Mosqueda.
I've been implementing projects here at SFO for over 18 years now. My background is landscape architecture, and I thought, what is a landscape architect doing at an airport? What I have loved is that our airport directors have encouraged staff, including myself, to bring our sensibilities to projects to make them better, stronger, more vibrant projects. Harvey Milk Terminal 1 was an amazing project for the airport. It's always been a strong value of the airport to support the community of San Francisco and the Bay Area, and small businesses in particular. And so we do a lot of outreach, and we carve out work to support smaller businesses on campus. Additionally, we have a particular way of implementing projects here at SFO that is embedded in collaboration, trust, an open book policy with our contractors. And so we don't fight with our contractors as we progress through construction on our projects, but instead we start out by co-creating goals for the project together. We use a progressive design build contracting method, which allows the contractor, designer, stakeholders, and the airport management to come together to co-create the goals and to address delivering a project on time and on budget which is the starting point for us here at SFO. San Francisco International Airport has an $11 billion capital improvement program. The capital program aims to set up SFO to accommodate passenger traffic into the coming decade so that we can meet the capacity demands of our passengers. It also aims to provide a state of good repair of our buildings and our infrastructure on campus. And we have a lot of projects aimed at electrification and improving our electrical capacity here on campus. The capital program is ambitious. I've got an amazing set of staff here at Design and Construction who help us with the implementation. And one of my favorite things has been developing new terminals and being out there on opening day when the terminal is first operational. It means we have to show up at about 5 a.m. in the morning to watch that first flight come in and watch passengers come off the aircraft and look around. And their comments are amazing. It is so fun to watch. So not only do we get an amazing project at the end of all of our efforts, but then we can watch real people experience it and notice a difference. They know they're not in Kansas anymore.
Judy, on behalf of San Francisco International Airport, we are absolutely delighted to be here with you today, and we are absolutely happy for you that you are being honored as the recipient of the SPUR Good Government Award. This prestigious award represents your leadership within SFO as well as the aviation industry. At SFO, you have delivered so many transformative changes, including Harvey Milk Terminal 1, the modernization of the Terminal 3 West, as well as the ongoing $11 billion capital program. Within the industry, you are well regarded as a leader, and you are so knowledgeable and transformative and industry leading, and we are absolutely proud to be here with you today as you receive this award.
Good afternoon. My name is Mike Nikornket, Airport Director at San Francisco International Airport, and I am proud to welcome our SFO's very own Judy Mosqueda to the stage.
Thank you, Mike, and thank you so much for this honor this evening. I have to admit that my career with the city began more by chance than by design, but what a journey it has been. It has given me so much opportunity, challenge, pleasure, and pride. From day one, I was invited into work that truly mattered, helping to reimagine the Embarcadero after the 1989 earthquake, renovating Stern Grove alongside the legendary Larry Halprin and the Stern Grove Festival Association, and transforming another earthquake-damaged freeway into what is now Octavia Boulevard and Hayes Green. But my greatest opportunity came when I was invited to join the team at the airport. That's where I truly found my home. There are three things that make SFO so special to me. The people, who are my incredible work family. We show up for each other, we work hard, laugh a lot, and have each other's backs. The projects, designed to function beautifully, but always with people in mind. They reflect the spirit of the Bay Area, welcoming, thoughtful, and sometimes even a little magical. And the culture. Trust and collaboration runs through everything that we do. With our airport stakeholders, contractors, and designers, we've delivered over $6 billion in projects without a single construction claim. That's not just rare, that's extraordinary. And it speaks to the kind of team that we are. To my family, who are here with me tonight, my husband Gabe, Eden, Morgan, and friend Andre, thank you for standing by me through every late night and enduring and celebrating all those project openings. And to my airport director, our chiefs, directors, and staff, thank you for nominating me and for being here with me tonight. The attendance of each and every one of you means so much to me. I am lucky to work alongside such smart, caring, and fun people. And finally, to anyone wondering if a random chance can lead to a fulfilling career, apparently yes. Just make sure your chance includes great teammates, billion-dollar projects, and an airport filled with great food. Thank you.
Our final Good Government Award winner has played a key role in turning the vision of Clean Power SF into a reality, helping establish San Francisco as a leader in renewable energy and public power. Michael Hyams.
Clean Power SF is the city's default electricity supply provider. It's a nonprofit program operated by the San Francisco Public Utilities Commission. And what we do is we purchase electricity that is delivered on Pacific Gas and Electric Company's distribution lines to San Franciscan homes and businesses. And our mission is to deliver cleaner, more renewable power supply at affordable rates. Working with our SFPUC executive leadership and also with the San Francisco Board of Supervisors and the Mayor's Office, we developed 4 pillars or goals for the Clean Power SF program that we designed and operate the program to. Those include offering a product that is competitively priced and affordable to ratepayers, offering a cleaner energy product than available but from PG&E, investing in local clean energy projects and jobs, and offering a financially sustainable business that is not reliant on the funds of the general fund or the SFPUC at large. We scaled Clean Power SF from 7,800 accounts to 385,000 accounts in about 3 years. Critical to getting there was also proving to both our leadership and both our SFPUC leadership and the city leadership at large that we could do so in a responsible, cost-effective manner that achieved our goals. And in 2020, we completed the full enrollment of the program in San Francisco. I would say that our success is due to the methodical and thoughtful approach that we took in planning for and executing Clean Power SF, in educating our decision makers along the way so that they were comfortable with the business. Clean Power SF has saved ratepayers over $50 million compared to PG&E. We've maintained competitive pricing while also investing in clean infrastructure because clean energy is often more cost-effective than energy produced by fossil fuels. I'm really most proud of the great staff that we've been able to hire to support this program. We really have been able to attract extremely motivated, dedicated staff members who are committed to our mission. I'm also really proud of what Clean Power SF represents as far as what government can do. I think Clean Power SF is an example of government solving problems, really big problems, and doing it in an innovative way. Yeah, in the next 10 years, I think the biggest issues that we'll be facing will be electrifying our energy use. Today, San Franciscans still use a lot of natural gas in their homes and businesses for heating, for cooking. Of course, we still burn gas in vehicles. The best way to reduce our greenhouse gas emissions in San Francisco will be to electrify our use of those fossil fuels. And Clean Power SF will be right in the center of that.
As Clean Power SF marks 10 years of providing clean energy in San Francisco, we're proud to celebrate Mike Hyams with SPUR's Good Government Award. Under Mike's leadership, Mike and his team have built something transformative from the ground up. From policy and planning to innovation and community impact, this team has helped make San Francisco a national model for clean, affordable, and reliable public power. This award reflects the power of public service when it's driven by mission, expertise, and teamwork. Congratulations, Mike. You embody what good government looks like.
Flynn. I'm Deputy General Manager of the San Francisco Public Utilities Commission. Mike, the SFPUC and the city are so grateful that you've chosen to use your talents here for the public good. Creating, implementing, and running a program to deliver 100% renewable electricity takes a great team, many of whom are here, but it also takes vision, patience, and leadership. Congratulations on receiving the SPUR Good Government Award, and thank you for reminding the world that public service is good work, important work, and worthy of celebrating. Come get your award.
Thank you, Ron. I'm incredibly grateful and humbled to receive this award and to be recognized by SPUR, an organization that I've long admired. I'd like to thank our leadership team, Ron, Barbara Hale, Dennis Herrera, for your nomination, but most of all for your leadership and steadfast support of clean energy for San Francisco. I started working at the SFPUC in 2003, and I'm incredibly fortunate to have joined an organization that is full of smart and thoughtful experts and generous mentors and coaches. The SFPUC is people that love the city and are committed to making it an affordable, more equitable, and sustainable place to live. When I first started working for the SFPUC, I really had no idea how the electric industry worked. I was incredibly fortunate to be assigned a supervisor who was the best mentor and teacher a rookie could wish for. Sean. Sean modeled for me what it looked like to be a compassionate manager. He encouraged me to pursue projects that stretched my knowledge and skills, and together we drafted the city's first plan to implement what would become Clean Power SF. Thank you, Sean. In my mind, no one is more responsible for Clean Power SF coming into being than our Assistant General Manager for Power, Barbara Hale, who spent more than a decade working to start Clean Power SF before we were finally given the green light. Thank you, Barbara, for the trust that you put in me to lead the program 10 years ago. Thank you for your leadership of the Power Enterprise and for your coaching and mentorship, but most of all for the example that you set every day. To my colleagues that are here in attendance, Teresa, Pam, Cheryl, Kimberly, Catherine, I'm sorry if I'm missing anyone. I've learned and continue to learn so much from each of you. You've helped me grow as a leader and have inspired me over these years that we've worked together. I appreciate you, your collegiality, and your commitment to public service in San Francisco. Finally, I'd like to acknowledge my family, my parents who are here, Milt and Mary. You showed me the way. You taught me the deeper value of public service. Combined, they served in local government here in the Bay Area for more than 70 years. And of course, my wife, Milena, and son, Cassius, who just turned 10. In my mind, he's Clean Power SF's twin brother. You've always encouraged me and provided unwavering support on this energy thing that I do. Helping San Francisco start Clean Power SF was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Local government startups don't happen very often, let alone one like Clean Power SF that involves transforming the way that we produce our electricity. Clean Power SF is a great example of the power of public service and the public sector. Our profit is doing what is right for the city. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Michael. Could not have said that better. Thank you all for joining us in honoring this incredible slate of honorees. This concludes our program, but please stick around this evening. I think I can say evening now. We have refreshments for you all, and enjoy. Thank you.